There are 3 ways to store leftover acrylic paint so it doesn't go to waste. My favorite is this large plastic syringe. They're airtight when the cap is on. So when I pull on this, it creates a vacuum in there, and when I let go of it, it just pushes it back in. When I'm done painting, I mix up my leftover paint, and it usually makes a grayish brown color. I use my palette knife to scoop it into the back of the syringe. Then you want to point it upwards and push the plunger in to remove the air at the top. When the cap is on, the syringe is airtight. This gray paint has been in here since April of 2024, and it's still wet. I've reused this a number of times, and you can even clean it out if it gets too dirty. Empty paint tubes are another option, but they can be tricky to fill, and they're single use. I don't like the idea of buying these only to have them end up in a landfill. These containers that often come with takeout food work too. The lid will keep the paint wet in the short term, but they're not for long-term storage because the lids aren't totally airtight. The paint will eventually dry out. Tinfoil always works in a pinch. It keeps paint wet for months. The crumpled texture can make it difficult to scrape the paint up, but I find that I can scoop most of it out with a brush. So far, the syringe is the best solution. I've only tried it with open acrylics, but I think it would work with regular acrylics and maybe even oils. I use the leftover paint for backgrounds and for when I need to tone down a color.